In 19 days of drag and drive racing this year, you turned into 6-second time slip 17 times. Guys, I just want to say thank you and welcome to the Drag and Drive Awards presented by Summit Racing here at PRI 2024. All right, and basically what we hang our hat on a lot of is the points structure and championship and stuff like that. And this is growing more and more. I never, ever would have thought when we started talking about this stuff that we would be looking. I mean, I manually went through 2,800 lines of national event racers this year, making sure every point was calculated. I did that in an Excel spreadsheet. My eyes were crossed for 3 days afterwards. Like, it's a ton of work. Events, no event does their data the same way virtually, so I have to manipulate all of that. So this takes a ton of time, and I'm really proud of what we are doing with this and what will come next. So for 2024, we added, because you can count your racers' top 3 events. 3 events in a 6-second car is going to obviously be worth more points than like an 8 or a 10-second car. So this year, actually, we had an 850 car end up in 2nd and 3rd place overall, but we wanted to also award the 10-0 and above champions as well. These guys go out, they race every time, they place, they win their classes, they end up on the podium, and that deserves to be recognized as well. So we structured their points the same way we structure everything. It just comes down to, did they win a class? Did they take 2nd place? They get no extra ET bonus points for running 10s or anything slower than that. So to win this belt and in the future, belts and more, this is a big deal because these racers are out. I mean, they're the largest grouping of drag and drive racers that's in the community. 10-0 and slower accounts for 70% of the racers that we see throughout the year, maybe more than that. I mean, that's a number off the top of my head, maybe even 80%. So, this is our way to give back to them. The 10-0 champion, sadly, is not here, Mr. Rick Doern with 84 points. He's our first ever 10-0 points champion. I think, yeah, it's over there. I want to give a shout out to Stephen Friesen and Travis Wise for creating the bells for these guys. We need you to put it on. Rick raced an S550 Mustang, took 2nd place in the Street Machine Eliminator at Drag Week, and then he gained an extra point because at that time we gave 1 point for being in the 6s in an 8th mile class. We will not be doing that. You have to be 650 or quicker now to get that extra point. So if you are 10-0 and slower and you are racing for this 10-0 championship, it's going to take 3 events and it's going to take placing or podium in a class to win that belt. The 850 points champion, wow. You guys know, if you've watched for a while, I love that class. It's one of my favorites. Those cars look like regular street cars and go out and they do this consistently all the time. Randy's first ever 850 points champion. So can we please give him a huge round of applause? All right. Again, guys, we can't do this without you. We really can't. Please, when you get home, share some of our stuff, comment on some things. Race car friends make this whole world go around. They make this possible. For everything that we do, I tell you, there's a lot of times I'm up at midnight or 1 o'clock and I'm like, I need to go to bed. And I'll see a comment somebody made, or they'll like something, or they'll share something, and that makes a difference in another 10 or 15 minutes. So doing this all the time, every time, I know I get pretty worked up about the drag and drive community, but you guys this is the best car community that you could ask for anywhere across the world that I've ever met. So thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause for being total badasses.